At one point, I tried to remove myself a little bit, step away from YouTube because I was afraid of being labeled as a YouTuber instead of a businessman, right? So I wanted to become somebody first because it feels like it makes more sense when you become a somebody and then make videos, on it and about it, and you have credibility behind your words, which makes a lot of sense for a lot of people. And it is pretty much the go-to method for a lot of respected, YouTubers, I guess, whatever. And so I've been putting in plenty of work when it comes to my branding. In general, I've been doing a lot of branding-based work, working on an agency, or soon to be. It's a lot. And I can't really say anything official just yet, but I have been striving to become somebody first. That way, afterwards, I can make videos about it, and people will actually listen to me. But there seems to be a misconception about why I am still here, why am I still recording, And the truth is, for a long time now, I have been stuck. I have been in a still position. I feel as if I've reached only a certain limit and I've never been able to go further than that. I look around me and I see people changing, I see the circumstances changing, I see life continuing. But me, I feel the same as I was months ago. There were small periods in my life where I felt like that was the dream life, at least when it comes to work. And I was recording often and I was working hard, and it's not easy to sustain at all. It's extremely difficult, it's fatiguing, consistency matters intensely. And the same goes for discipline. How can you remain consistent if you're not a disciplined individual? I'm here to explain to you my cause, my purpose, and my current view with the YouTube channel, because you see, what you'll tend to witness quite a lot is so much change in the words I say and the sentences I say and what I live by and how I live by them. It's continuously changing and changing and changing, and through my perspective, that is a good thing. But I know for consistent viewers, that's a bad thing, because when you come to this channel, you don't really know what to expect. You don't know what you're watching, And I could build up a strong belief in one of my viewers, and then I could say something the next time, and I just break that all down, and then boom, I just wasted a week of the time, or whatever. But I want you to understand, for whomever is watching this, whether you are someone who knows me, whether you're someone who is new, I know that I have to present myself a certain way, to at least some level of professionalism, and this video isn't scripted either, and I that also has to do with the fear of mine of genuity. I believe it's said that way. It's just being genuine. When I script videos, I feel less genuine, but I feel like I'm less professional that way, so I'm working on it. That's again just one of the things added to the big list. What you have to understand is that this is a new channel. I am young, I'm inexperienced, right? The reason I view it as a good thing is because I'm growing, I'm learning, I'm continuously evolving as a character, as a person. And so when I change these things, the best I can do in my circumstances is just tell you about them, share my current thoughts, my current feelings, my current analogies, whatever the sort I'm talking about. All I know is this channel is an untapped potential, and since I was very, very young, I have always wanted an audience. I've always wanted to be a YouTuber, funny enough. But I don't want to be labeled a YouTuber. And that's not because I have anything against YouTubers. I don't want to be looked at as an entertainer, as someone who sits down, because when you say YouTuber, you automatically, and this is just human nature for everybody, when you say a label, right, YouTuber, influencer, whatever, you have some degree of biased thought. You immediately think of something or someone or a type, right? And it's not it's a stereotypical thought, isn't it? When you think of influencer, I personally just think of like flipping people who just record themselves every day, TikTokers, whatever the hell. And even though my channel, which I will do my absolute best to make as special as possible, and I still have many, many plans for it, I still want to be somebody else, somebody more than a YouTuber. And so I've always been conflicted between so many things I've wanted to do, so much passions, right? I have so much interests and so much things that I want to do. And there are a few close people to me that give me some degree of advice. Logically, I know that it's best to pursue one, succeed at that, pursue another, succeed at that, take it one step at a time. But there is just something that keeps impeding me, keep holding me back. There's something, I'm missing something. I mean, I really enjoy, doing YouTube. And I look at my past videos now and I'm like, I mean, it's such a young channel, but I take pride in the fact that I'm looking at it with such purpose, with such a careful eye, because I want to, even at such a little stage that I'm at with I'm literally balancing the phone on a box, a couple of books, a thick Pokemon book, a speaker, balancing the camera, which is a phone, my mom's work phone, with a candle. I have my laptop here, giving me stats on my microphone. And it's tough to record, guys. I mean, I literally have to set up this entire setup over and over and over again to make sure that nothing can go wrong. But there's so much that can still go wrong, obviously. And I have to make sure lighting is good and so on. I've been in a conflict between myself. The only thing that's holding me true, the only real thing that is holding me back is myself. And I'm really doing my best to try to figure out what I am supposed to do, what is my calling, my purpose, right? Which line of work am I supposed to be pursuing, or which one can I pursue? Because I've been doing some branding work. I've been doing so much. I've been building a whole ass website, and I've been thinking about or planning outreach and certain offers to offer people. I can see the line of concern in people's eyes. I can see why they are concerned, when I keep flipping here, there. But that is my point when I say a new direction, right? In terms of the YouTube channel, I was prioritizing quantity, as you've heard this before. I've been prioritizing quantity and I've been grinding the algorithm. But I want to stop and I want to do things my own way. I want to speak on things that haven't been spoken before. I want to build a connection with my audience that is unlike any other. I want to have intellectual conversation, to speak rhetorically, to speak passionately, there's just so much I want to do so different. But I am so limited and so bound to what I have now. And I know money would help me so much to upgrade equipment or a new space, everything of the sort, which is why it's important for me to become a businessman, not just for money, but for the skills I learn along the way. Because of course I want to become somebody other than a YouTuber. But I also acknowledge that there's also business paths to take down YouTube. There's so much stuff you could do with an already built audience, right? But YouTube, for me, I don't want it to be another income stream. I don't want to prioritize making money on YouTube. I want YouTube to be one of my most meaningful passion projects. And this episode is the beginning of it, right? Even though it's part 2, I don't know what I can say or what I should say about me and my brand. Look, for those who are wondering, for those who want to criticize me, understand. YouTube has been a big thing for me for a very long time. I don't just want to capitalize off YouTube. It has so much meaning to me, and there's so much ambition I feel for it, passion I feel for it. There's so much I want to do with it, and I am bound, but I keep doing my best to find my way around it. There is so much behind YouTube. I don't want to be your typical YouTuber. I don't want to grind the algorithm anymore. I want to find my own style. Everything I do is in pursuit to better, to improve, to perfect my craft, to enhance what makes these videos authentic. I want people to, as soon as they open YouTube, eagerly hope that I'm the first video on their page. And as they watch the video, it's not just enjoyable, but it's revolutionary. You sit down and you're in a moment of presence and you're enjoying it, and you just notice all these small things at the back of the video, in my background, or in the sound effects, or in my voice, or what I said, or the effects. And you just notice these small things, and it just brings you this joy, and you're just like, oh, that was smart, or this is cool or this sounds nice, whatever, you know. I don't want to be like others. I hate being like others. Now in my more recent years, I've really begun to appreciate authenticity, you know, being unique. I really want to be my own person. And what I ask of anyone who cares for me, of anyone who's concerned when it comes to all of a sudden I'm pursuing this business model, then I'm pursuing this business model, then I'm pursuing this one and this one and this one and this one, and then I'm pursuing an entirely new one. Understand that I am pursuing a journey. I am experimenting, because it is part of the process. If I were to give advice to anybody, including you, anybody, there is no one sentence, no one word that is going to change your life. The best I could ever suggest to anybody is just go out there, do stuff, experience stuff. When you see these entrepreneurs on YouTube talking about their life story, they're not all the same, are they? They're all completely different lives. I don't want to flipping be one of those teenagers that sits down, watches the YouTube video, how to make an SMMA, okay, copies their exact style and succeeds off that. No. What pride, what joy am I going to get from that? That's just a copycat. Who am I going to be, guys? I get like 1,000 or 2,000 subscribers. I want to have my own story, you know, and I want to speak of it passionately, again, rhetorically, in a way that gives you, there have been times in my life where I've watched videos myself, or I've been in a conversation, I didn't just hear it, I felt it. It was such an amazing feeling, and I want you to feel that as well, and I want to be that person that gives you that feeling. I want to change your life. I want these videos to at least change something, to be of some influence. And I've tried, you know, I've tried to be like them at one point, you know. I still read the books. I still listen to the business YouTube videos for business advice. My point is, I don't know where I'm going to be. I don't know which business model is the right business model for me. The best I can do is pursue them with all my heart, with my soul, with my being, with my own flesh. It's the best I can do. All I ask from you, a random viewer or someone who knows me, is let me be me. Let me experience the journey. Let me make my mistakes. Let me have my failures, because it would kill me. I'd be damned if anyone tells me to not do something. And for all I know, that could have been my greatest success. Let me make the mistakes. Let me fail. Let me say something and then do another thing the next week. And then let me say something and then follow through with that thing for the rest of my life. Let me live by it or completely ignore it. Just let me be me. Let me live. Let me experiment. Let me try new things. Because the two possibilities are either my greatest success or failure. And if I do fail, at least I know. And at least I've learned something. Do not impede me. Do not hold me back. Because I know I myself it is me versus me. And it doesn't help if people who do know me are watching this and criticize me, or like, I know why you do it. I know you probably care, you know, about what I'm doing, and you're concerned for me or for yourself. I don't know. But understand that this is a part of the process. And I've given up trying to be like the others. I've given up trying to follow their business model the exact way they did it. I'm trying to be my own person. I want you to understand that. And this goes out to the random viewers as well who have never heard of me, never seen my face ever in their entire lives. YouTube is something I want to commit to. I might not always be consistent. The videos might be up and down. But I, with pride in my heart, look at YouTube, even though it's so small of a channel. I look at every video and I wonder, what can I improve? What can I change? How can I make this of higher quality? Like, I'm literally doing my best to improve the editing and to improve the thumbnails. There's just so much I have planned, but I'm very, very limited by what I have, and I'm not the wealthiest, but I do my best to work around it. And then I say this is a new direction because, as I said prior, I'm doing my best to focus on quality, to be my own person, to be someone unique, to be someone different. Guys, I wish I could just show you the plans I have for this channel, the kind of videos that I want to make. There's just so much. So much. And I know there's probably not a lot of people that watch to the very end, obviously. But that's okay. I mean, to be fair, it's a very unscripted video. If this is edited well, if I've really worked my ass off on this video, then I will be satisfied. And that to me is currently what matters. Of course I want other people to enjoy it as well. But there's only a scant few of people who actually care, obviously. But hey, if you don't know me, or if you barely know me, and you stuck around to the end, then I thank you. Truly, truly, truly thank you. I have plans, and I do my best. I will do my absolute best to manifest those. Thank you for your time. Hope you have a lovely day, lovely night, wherever you are in the world. I guess today's words of wisdom. Be your own person.